What's up, everyone? It's your boy Showtimedr. So right now I am going to go over SRs versus SSRs and why this is a very cognizant thing you should be aware of. So we're just going to get right into it here. Now, for comparison purposes, I'm going to be doing Cicero right here, along with Damien. Both of them are dark tanks. Damien's an SSR, Cicero's an SR. So, early game, a lot of mistakes that people are going to make, and you're all going to see it about a week into the game, a couple weeks into the game. Bunch of people are going to be heavily invested into some SSR characters, and they're going to be hitting mid-game and getting to right near early-late game. And they're going to be like, this game sucks. I can't believe it. My SSR team's getting absolutely wrecked. What the hell's going on here? Well, there's a problem in this game. And it's not necessarily a problem with the game itself. There's a problem with the perception of this game and SSR characters in general, so I'll just get into it here. Now, to upgrade your average SSR character takes a lot more farm materials and currency than it does normally. So one way I can demonstrate that here. Let's go ahead and go to abilities. Abilities are the passive tree abilities. You're going to be farming this thing. I forget exactly what's called, this blue token thing right here. Well, so let's check out. I've only done wish I could turn that off. There we go. I've only done one upgrade so far on Damien. But check out this. To get this costs 20, right? So I'm going to go ahead and activate it for the hell of it, because I will be using this character. And then I got to pick whichever way I want to go, so yeah, I'd rather go taken damage reduced and defense. So, okay, so keep in mind, okay, so this was 10, this was 20, this is 30. I believe the next one, it might get to 50. No, it's 40. Okay, so keep in mind all the costs of that, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now, and I'm not even showing you some of the other things like raid, which is something that costs more for SSR characters too. But let's go ahead and we'll go back now and I'll show you, because I've already been upgrading my Cicero's passive tree. You see he's at 1140. Well, guess what, guys? On your SR tree, the first one's going to be 5. Second one is 10, yada, yada, yada. And right now I have 11 upgrades. So you can see here with 11 upgrades, it costs 105. When I hit 11 upgrades on Damien, that is actually going to start costing me 200. Now, you might be saying, well, no big deal. They're better characters. They're more expensive. Yes. But then the main issue you are going to get into with SR versus SSR character is the level cap. When you get a dupe of a character in this game, you come over here, you raise their level cap. It costs a certain amount of gold. And you get basically higher multipliers on your base stats, along with a max level of 5 increase. So when you first get a character, no matter what it is, max level is level 40. You can get that character with 5 dupes to level 65, and that also affects skills, which is another thing people are going to have to pay attention to. So every time you upgrade the character's max level, you can increase the rank of their two active skills, which are right here. So you see here, for him, I don't have a Damien copy to show, unfortunately, and that's another thing I'll get into, but you see the percentages are going up on his skills here, the higher the tree gets, and then the upgrade materials. Like right here, you see it's going to take 6 of these to upgrade this to level 2. Well, on your SSR characters, that is going to be like 12 first rank and etc. so far. So what I'm basically telling you is, in order to max an SR character, is a lot less resource intensive than it's going to be for an SSR character. And you might think, oh, but I could farm it up really quickly. You really can't for an SSR character. And they're giving us lots of free stuff in this game right now, which is surprising me. But it's just something to keep in mind, because the other reason I'm bringing this up, let's go ahead and look at the gacha so you guys will know for sure. So when you look at the appearance rate, which will show you the actual pull rate of SSRs versus SRs, whenever it feels like loading, there it is right there. You have a 2% chance to pull an SSR, a 25% chance to pull an SR. So, you know, the laws of maths will basically tell you you are going to be able to get level 65 SSRs faster, or excuse me, SRs faster than you're going to be able to get a level 65 SSR. And the problem with mid and end game is that you might have a top tier character like Angelo or say Helena or someone like that. They're good to a point, but eventually they're going to cap at level 40. And if they're capped at level 40 and they start doing some of the hard content in this game, they're going to get just stomped, just completely screwed no matter what you do, unless you have like some god tier gear. Not to say that they're not usable in certain things, they still are, but to have a fully fleshed out level 65 SR in mid game, and then early late game, and even into mid late game, it's gonna be the difference between a successful account and an account that's just spinning its wheels come a week and 2 weeks from now. So I wanted to make you guys aware of that. Less resource intensive. Now, as far as which SRs to invest in, I got a couple here I could show you. Oh, my bad, I hit the wrong thing. And then I'll tell you a couple too. Actually, you know what? I'll add a capture for the tier list in a second. Just let me show you guys what I got here. So this character right here, Victoria, really good against the water raid boss. And she also has a setup for poison, which you guys that are using Ash is actually a good character to build up because you can farm shards for him and eventually get his leadership to level, 45% attack bonus for everybody. She sets up poison for him, which means that his 1 is going to hit a fair bit harder. It gets an extra damage proc. That's a pretty cool combo early game. And then decreases attack, which is very good against the raid boss as well. This is actually a pretty good hero here. Now, as far as your top tier SRs go, we all got one, a Cicero. Like I said, a level 65 Cicero, god tier. Can tank anything in the game, even Holy. It's a little bit closer with Holy. You gotta have some good gear, but he can do it. I've seen it. So get your Cicero to max ASAP as soon as possible. But one character I would prioritize above Cicero is this guy right here, Proxy. This guy will destroy PvE, PvP. He's not so good in Raid, but he's not bad in Raid. He's about like an 8 out of 10 versus like a 10 out of 10 like he is for the other content. Reason this guy's so good, he has a decreased healing AoE effect for the enemy team, which is god tier in PvP, and really good in PvE encounters where there's heals as well. I haven't yet seen anybody, even though I'm sure it's in the game somewhere, I just haven't seen every character, but I haven't seen anyone else that has a decreased healing effect, excuse me, in the game right now. So that makes Proxy god tier. But another thing that makes Proxy god tier, both of his skills are AoE damage. This one damages 3 characters, and it also will heal 2 allies for 122.6% at rank 1 of his attack. So you get his attack on GG status, it's basically like another heal. Really good character to have for your team. So Proxy's actually one of the strongest characters in the game, one of the highest raid characters in the game. He's top 10, even with all the SSRs in the game, and the URs in the game. Now, another character, keep an eye out for, this is Darkhill. Darkhill, he destroys the water raid boss, just completely ridiculous. The basic thing with him is he sets up poison as well, like I said, for Ash, if you need that, if you're running that combo. But he also decreases the rate that they resist debuffs, which means you're going to land a lot more debuffs, which means you're going to be set up for doing a lot better damage. PvE, this guy's ridiculous. Raid, this guy's super ridiculous. So, the other one's just a big AoE damage, but it still hits hard, and that's basically all you really care about. So, we'll get the... They just added the equipment gotcha, so I'm not that up on that. Now, another good SR. I wouldn't quite put her at the tier of the other ones I've put up so far, but Elizabeth's actually a really good SR. So, I wouldn't say re-roll for this or anything, but she is very usable in content. Because she puts a blind. Blind basically makes it so that attack rate is 50% chance to fail for wherever you inflict blind on. It's an AoE as well. Hits 3 people. And she has a really hard-hitting 1 that does bonus damage to people affected by blind. So effectively, she becomes a mini finisher there, as it says execution. So really good dark unit to have there. Help build your dark team. Now, I don't think I have the other ones, so what I'm going to do... Just give me a second, I'm going to build a capture for you guys. And then I will show you guys the tier list. Alright, so let's get into it here. So other SRs that you should be aware of. Let me actually scroll down to them. There's Beatrice. I mentioned her earlier. Yeah, we just went over Black Mary. There's Cicero. If you guys thought I was lying to you, I'm not. That dude is god tier. There's Darkhill. Just mentioned him to you guys as well. Gleck's actually pretty good. Gleck is a holy... They keep switching back and forth. He's been a tank and he's been a DPS. I don't know what they ended up doing with him in this game. Because he was literally a tank, and then a week later he was a DPS on the Canadian server. Necroroid is the only bot in the game I think is really good. God tier healer can actually carry you through all the content. If you're wondering what all these rankings mean, the left one is PvE, the right one, or the middle one, sorry, is PvP, and the right one is Raid. So Necroroid is actually a very, you're going to get a lot of copies of It's a Her, and is a very good healer with barrier, good buffs, so really good character. There's Proxy, like I mentioned earlier. And then we went over Victoria, so... Oh, I guess I did cover most of them then, okay. Well, anyways, guys, so... those are some of the SRs to look out for. I'm going to be doing a separate video on the SSR characters. So just keep an eye out for that. But please be aware, guys, do not neglect your SRs in this game. Building up your SRs. The right ones will actually guarantee you easy farming on your account versus people that are going to struggle because they're SSR crazy. So, alright guys, so that's going to be it for me for this video. If you enjoyed this video, consider a like and a subscribe. Help the channel out. And then also, I'll be putting out more content for this game. Anyway, so, yo, I'm Showtime Doctor, Showtime DR. You found my YouTube. Check the title info. You can click show more under the video. There's a link to my Discord, link to my Twitch. I answer stuff when I can. And then I'll probably be streaming this game. If not tonight, tomorrow. It's just I gotta work a lot. I work at a bar, so it just depends how drained I am. And that'll be it for me, guys, for now. So, good luck. I'll catch you guys later on. Peace out.